Clap. Hi. This is the story of Balthazar and the journey to the Songkeepers. Balthazar, who was a man who lived a long time ago, a couple of thousand years ago, before Jesus, before Plato. He was a man who was much revered. He was a poet and a linguist, and he went on a journey to find the Songkeepers. The Songkeepers were a group of people who nobody really knew much about. They lived in a place where all the lands met, where the deserts dusted into forests and where the seas dried up. And because of this, they lived on very fertile land. And what that meant is they could have people who grew crops, but also people who baked bread and people who made hats and people whose only job was to sing songs. And they were the Songkeepers, for which the tribe was named after. Now, it was the Songkeepers' role to sing the history of the tribe. Each member of the tribe's kind of family had a songkeeper, and what they had to do from the moment they woke up until the time they went to sleep was sing everything that happened. So as they saw what was happening, they sung about what they saw, and when they heard something, they sung what they were hearing. And because the community lived on the same land, which never changed for hundreds of years, and because they all shared this land, when the Songkeeper sung the song for that day, actually what they were doing was singing the song of hundreds of years ago, right back to the origin of their existence. So, Balthazar was going on this journey to find the Songkeepers, and he went over mountains and through valleys full of stalagmites which whirred when he touched them. And he finally got to the edge of the desert, and there he saw a wall, and by the wall, a tree. And he was very excited. It was very early morning, and he went up to the edge of the wall, and he heard a little boy singing. And so Balthazar sat down by the tree, and he prepared himself to sit and wait. And he did all day. He listened very carefully to this little boy who was singing, and he sang all day. And when it got to darkness and the little boy stopped singing, Balthazar went on his way, and he rushed to the nearest city. And there he went to a library, and he set down what he'd heard, and he set down what he heard very precisely. Now, it just so happens that over the hundreds of years, the scroll which the Songkeeper's song was set down on was not in the libraries of Alexandria and Persia, where the libraries were burnt down and the scroll survived, up until now, when in high schools and colleges and universities we study the Songkeeper's song.
But what you must know is that day when Balthazar recorded the Songkeeper's song, the boy who was singing the song was very, very angry, because he had just been denied the role of the Songkeeper, and instead it was given to his brother. So furiously he ran to the end of the lands of the Songkeepers, and there he sang the Songkeeper's song, but of everything that was not, of everything that he did not hear, and all that he did not see. So now, when we read the Songkeeper's song, the only truth is in the melody of the tune. Oh, and I just wanted to add something. I know you don't want me to say this, but I'm very proud of you doing so well in the Olympics.
does YashkaThor like clap again? I used to live with half of them. As people that just like half. I'm gonna play some songs and then we're gonna finish and then we can all listen to music and get drunk and people can go downstairs and fuck and all that kind of stuff. If you want, I don't know.